To understand the real story behind the event known as Marathon, we must take a step back in history. In the mid-6th century BCE, an Athenian ruler named Peisistratus seized power after a brief conflict. He was a capable leader. He built new temples, expanded Athens' borders, strengthened maritime trade, and ordered the collection and writing of Greece's old mythic tales, a process that ultimately led to the compilation of the famous epics the Iliad and The Odyssey. After his death, his son Hippias inherited power. But his harsh and oppressive rule angered the Athenians. The situation grew so tense that one of his brothers was killed, and eventually Hippias himself was expelled from Athens. Seeking support, he fled to Lydia, a region under the rule of the Persian Empire, and asked the governor there to help him regain his throne, either through mediation or military pressure. The Athenian nobles, fearful that Persia might intervene on Hippias' behalf, made a risky strategic decision. They encouraged the Greek-inhabited coastal cities of western Anatolia, Ionia, to rise up against Persian rule, hoping that the governor of Lydia would be too busy dealing with revolt to assist Hippias. This sparked the Ionian Revolt, with the city of Miletus at its center. Athens sent 20 warships to support the rebels. Together, the insurgents attacked Sardis. Although they could not plunder the city itself, they burned its outskirts and created significant chaos. Persian forces eventually pushed the rebels back, killing many during their retreat. This instability, more a reckless and greedy adventure than a real strategy, forced Darius the Great to respond, in order to punish the rebels and demonstrate Persian authority. Leaders and commanders involved in the revolt, especially in Miletus, were arrested and punished. Many rulers of the Aegean islands were deposed or exiled. Persian naval forces were stationed throughout the region to prevent further rebellion. The Athenians were fully aware of the danger they had created. The fear of Persian retaliation grew so strong that even a playwright who staged a tragedy about the fall of Miletus was fined for inciting dangerous emotions, and his play was banned, in order to prevent provoking the Persians further. Athenian leaders knew well that their involvement in the revolt would eventually draw the wrath of the Persian Empire. This political chain reaction ultimately set Athens on a collision course with Darius, paving the way for the Great Battle of Marathon, an event that later entered world memory both as a military conflict and as the origin of the legendary Marathon runner.